I'm just watching a funny video. It's about cops in Australia who are on the beat out in the woods, can you believe it, for people who are picking psychedelic mushrooms. Now, there's of course there's truth in, you know, all absurdities. There is the one person that, you know, does stupid stuff. So just listen to this, just see what's going on here. I'll put the link down to this video in the description, but I'll show you a few bits of it whilst I'm here. Oh, come on, let's have a laugh, people.
The dangers of the mushroom. People talk of it jokingly, like it's, you know, something they can throw in a brownie or that they can, you know, throw in soup, but the hazardous effect on your body is alone is terrible. Plus the impact that it has on us as serving police officers trying to protect the community takes us away from our normal jobs.
Sergeant McNevin says while the mushroom season does take away from other police work, it's vital officers try to prevent the picking and educate those they find about the damaging effects the drugs can have.
Obviously with this rain, it tends to drag people here, as you saw this morning. I mean, we had a heavy rainfall this morning and all of a sudden the skies have cleared a little bit and we have an influx of cars coming through. So
whatever next, people.
We don't want to get when we're halfway out of town doing a highway trial for road safety and they'll say, oh, someone's at the coffee shop and they're wearing their just a pair of pants and a bra and they're crying and laughing at the front sitting on a chair. There's some things we don't want to get.
Yeah, okay, so look, you know, crying and laughing in a you know, coffee joint, just the pants and the bra, I don't know. Well, there's probably, you know, quite a lot of people that you know, do things like that without being under the influence of certain substances. Now I'm just going to go back to a bit that I found really funny. So these kids, they just got because when the cops came, they weren't bright enough to get rid of the evidence. So they both got caught with evidence in the bags. Stupid dumbasses. You know, you would think you'd just turn the bag upside down nice and casually and walk away. Nothing's been seen here.
And they'll have to face court at a later date. Some people might think, you know, that they're just going to get a fun high from a natural...
Well, let me just see what he says here.
State forest, you can't beat it. Generally speaking...
Look, they're out actually hunting for these people. Can you believe this? The war on consciousness, people.
A group of 5 young men clutching a brown paper bag each. The men are each issued a summons for possessing the illicit drug psilocybin, and they'll have to face court at a later date. Some people might think, you know, that they're just going to get a fun high from a natural substance, but you've seen the really bad effects of this drug in town. Can you talk us through that?
It obviously affects different people and affects them in different ways, but just last year we had a tourist that was working and living in this area. He went missing for 4 days, and over that 4 days he had no recollection whatsoever of where he was, apart from remembering sleeping under a log.
He must have took about 2 pounds of them.
He went to a gym that he wasn't a member of for 3 hours and worked out like he was an Olympian.
Somebody must have told him that you take like a couple of gram. And he remembered it as a couple of pounds. And so, yeah, I think you go missing for 4 days if you did that.
His car to a car dealership, sold his $8,000 to $10,000 car for $1,000. Once again, having no idea what he was doing. That's 4 days of his life he'll never get back, and 4 days that he doesn't remember. And all he could say to the police at the time was that he was so afraid of what was going on because he had no control over himself whatsoever. And that's what we're trying to educate people.
Let's just listen to what he did again.
He went to a gym that he wasn't a member of for 4 hours and worked out like he was working and living in this area. He went missing for 4 days. And over that 4 days, he had no recollection whatsoever of where he was.
Sounds like a great trip.
Remembering sleeping under a log. He drove to the Perth region. He went to a gym that he wasn't a member of for 3 hours and worked out like he was an Olympian. Hey,
do you remember me doing that?
I took 3.5 grams on one day, and having spent a couple of hours listening to Beatles songs and crying my eyes out. Because I was really into the sadness of the lyrics of Beatles songs, like "Girl, is there anybody going to listen to my story all about the girl who came to stay?" Well, she told when she was young that man would break his back for leisure. Will she still believe it when he's dead? Blah, blah. So the tears were just streaming down my eyes until in the end I thought, oh, fuck this shit. I'm supposed to be having a good time. So I grabbed my rucksack and I went to the gym, and I was in the gym and I did this monster workout, and some of you will remember the video where I'm pumping it up. In actual fact, I might try and dig that one out and post that one. When I was in the toilets in front of the mirror doing all these muscle poses, really veins pumping and everything like that. When I closed my eyes, I'd see like kind of like Arabic sigils or symbols in electric blue, just all different sorts of kind of like ancient writing. Man, I had a whole body workout for about 3 hours. I have never had such a pump in all my life. I've never felt so strong. I was a monster. So wow, I can relate to that bit of this video.
His car to a car dealership, sold his $8,000 to $10,000 car for $1,000. Once again, having no idea what he was doing. That's 4 days of his life he'll never get back, and 4 days that he doesn't remember. And all he could say to the police at the time was that he was so afraid of what was going on because he had no control over himself whatsoever. And that's what...
Now, you see, stories like this, people, there are certain character types which are recommended absolutely not to take these substances, and one of them is if people have any schizophrenic episodes or propensities, anything like that. For people who are already very often with the fairies, then it can get pretty wacky, and so this person was probably that sort of person. I had somebody on one occasion down in Portugal asking me for some DMT, and this person was proper psychotic, and I said, sorry mate, I can't be responsible for that. Really can't do it. And he used to tell me all different sorts of crazy stuff, like we're all being watched from outer space by alien entities, and they're sending down signals to make us do all this sort of stuff. So he was obviously schizophrenic and hearing all these voices in his head. So I quickly deduced that, and I can't be responsible for that, dude. So anyway, let's see what else he's got to say here. Let's see what it says at the beginning.
That he frequented by those in search of a fungi-fueled high.
It's a problem no matter which way we look at it, but it seems to be one of those problems that's kind of hidden. You know?
I'm driving with local police on their scout for people picking psilocybin mushrooms or magic mushrooms. This has become part of the daily routine for Sergeant Al McNevin as the mushrooms sprout from the fertile forest floor at this time of year.
Are we supposed to assume that the police are prepared to spend that level of resource to protect us? Because if that was the case, then I can list off the top of my head 100 different avenues where their resources might be better placed for our protection. It's a war on consciousness, people, and it's, you know, videos like this which are promoted by, you know, the mainstream and, you know, doubtless the police force and this, that and the other. They are, you know, trying to deter people, trying to instill fear in them. But like the copper said in this video, you'll listen to it if you want to. He said, well, look, if we can persuade 1 in 10 of the possible negative effects, then, you know, we're doing our job. Yeah, you ain't going to get more than 1 in 10, I'm telling you now, for all the positive reasons. Anyway, I'll leave you with that, guys and girls. Now, I once said this word, MAGIC, in relation to these things, and my video was taken down in an instant and I got a strike. So that's why I was very reluctant to put anything like that in the title or in the description. But having watched several other videos, people have got these listings. I mean, it says here, it says about that. Look at the title. I don't even say the word, but look at the title. That variety of mushroom season brings out tourists on bad trips in this tiny town. And so they're saying those words, but I couldn't say those, obviously, because my channel is flagged, because I've been a naughty boy in the past. And in the last video, when I was picking these particular mushrooms, let's say the last video, no, I wasn't picking them. I think what I did is I pulled out one of my old videos and I posted that, and that was about 4 months ago, and it got took down straight away. But maybe I was alluding to, you know, actually ingesting them and then, you know, partaking in that sort of thing, which, of course, you know, if I'm insinuating or inferring or encouraging or, you know, any of these things to encourage people to partake, then they will most certainly take that down. So you will have seen now that I've changed the titles of my other videos because they are very, very useful identification videos, and they would save people from ingesting the wrong variety if they follow those videos and are meticulous, as I am in collecting them. And so what I will say in this video is that I'm not reckless, people, in any shape or form. I'm very, very careful about these things. And so I make the videos to help you also to be careful. And I've spoken about the effects of these things, and it's not always good at the time. And for those of you that haven't heard me speaking about my extravaganzas, excursions and sojourns on all these things, then you could find all these stories and more in my book, which comes under that title and also that title, and they're available on Amazon. And in there are lots and lots and lots of delicious stories about the supernatural, paranormal, exceedingly bizarre, and all that different sort of thing. So there you have it, people. Enjoy your day, whatever you're doing.